What is going on, you guys? Welcome back. So I'm here with a good friend, Hannah. She's going to be running us through a workout. It's going to be amazing. If you guys are at home, just have an extra few minutes, really to just get the blood moving and really wake you guys up. So she's going to take us from here, and then we'll get going.
Okay, so you don't need much, just your mat, a little open space, and your body. Light weights are optional, so grab them if you want a little bit more of a little spice. And let's begin with a gentle warm-up. So starting seated, we're just gonna do some cat-cow spinal movements. Take your hands to your knees, big breath in, open up through the heart space, drop your head back. And then as you exhale, round through your spine, drop your chin towards your chest. Good, just a few more here to find the fluctuation through the spine, letting the neck relax. And then exhale, round through the spine, really curl through your shoulders, let them creep up towards your ears. And then last one, drop your head back. Big breath in, exhale, round, really press your palms into your knees. Okay, next one we're gonna come to a side body stretch. So right arm's gonna reach down towards the floor, left arm's gonna sweep up and over the ear, reaching through the fingertips, grounding down through your left sit bone. Inhale, reach your arms back up towards the sky. Exhale, switch it out. Left hand down, right arm up and over the ear. Good, one more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, take it right. Inhale up to the sky, maybe drop the head back. Exhale, take it left. Good, so now we're gonna take it into some spinal rotations. You're gonna start with your left hand on your right knee. Right hand's gonna come behind the low back. Sit up nice and tall, find your sit bones. And then on your exhale, you're gonna twist, maybe peek over the right shoulder. Inhale, you'll slowly come out of the twist. Arms reach back up. And then exhale, take it to the left. Big breath in. Slow breath out. Good, unwind, slowly bring your hands back up towards the ceiling, and then come onto your hands and knees for tabletop. So your hands are gonna park underneath your shoulders, knees underneath the hips, spread down through your fingertips, and then just the right hand is gonna reach forward towards the top of your mat. And as you extend that right arm, the left leg's gonna extend back as well. Spread through the fingertips and the toes. Good, and then slowly plant your right hand and your left knee. Alternating the sides. Left hand reaches forward, right toes to the back of the mat, and slowly replace them right back down. All right, let's get into this flow. Light weights, like I said, are optional, so put them at the top of your mat, and let's go ahead and get started. So, high plank is your foundation. Palms are right underneath your shoulders. You're on your tippy toes. Take a breath in. Ground down through your left foot. Start to bend your right knee, kick it up towards the ceiling for that glute press, and then draw your right knee in towards your chest, step it through, hands come through heart, you're staying at a hinge. We're gonna do 15 of these. Plant back down, bring that right heel up towards the sky, and step it right through. Good, keep your core engaged here. Gaze follows as you plant your hands back down, and then as you kick that leg right back up to the sky. Here's 3. Good. Your breath might already start to get a little labored here because we're adding in that cardio aspect. Good, but this is all through your strong foundation of your hands and your feet. This is 5. You've got 10 more. You can do it. You might even feel a little stretch in the front of the left hip as you come up to that diagonal line. Good. Here's 7. Keep your breath really strong, big inhales, slowing down the exhales. 8. Good, I'm actually feeling a little bit nice. We might even just do 12. If you want 15, you can add on. Good, here's 10. 2 more. Press the palms away from the mat. 2 more. Last one, keep your gaze in between those palms. Come up. Good. And then come right back down. This time you're gonna come into tabletop, dropping those knees. You're gonna come into a side plank. I think so. No, just kidding. This is going to be a tabletop row. So the right arm is going to row in towards your rib cage and then lower back down. At the same time, your left toes are gonna reach up and back, and then come right back down. So it's right arm, left leg. Here's 11. 10. Squeeze through your lat. Really bring that elbow as close to that rib cage as you can. 8. Keep pressing down through the left palm. This is 7. Squeeze through the glute. Feel that left leg nice and strong. Good. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now we're coming down to a side plank variation. Let's see. Left forearm down. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna come on to your left forearm and your left knee. So you're in a modified side plank position. Your right arm is gonna reach up towards the sky, press down through your left forearm, extend up through that left oblique, and then slowly maybe extend that right leg. So you're adding on, you're fanning your toes towards your shin, and then it's gonna be 1, thread the needle. Right arm reaches towards the left hip crease, back up to the sky. Option to add on knee to elbow. Inhale, back up. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale, back up to the sky. Exhale, tap. Beautiful work right here. Continue pressing down through that left forearm. If this is ever too much, you know you can drop that left hip to the floor. Follow your gaze as that weight reaches underneath your belly. Try to keep tension and a nice contraction through your right hip and your right heel. Good, 5 more right here. We're gonna stand up after this. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Last one. Good, plant your weights. Maybe take them with you as you come up to a stance. So you're gonna stand with your left foot grounded. Your left foot's gonna be grounded, and your right foot's gonna do the moving. So left foot stays, right foot's gonna take a step back, maybe hands at heart center, and then it's gonna step forward. So it's almost like this split lunge stance. Both knees bend at 90-90. Keep your gaze forward, somewhere out in front of you, because as you know, when your gaze starts to move, your body starts to get a little bit wobbly, a little shaky. So we want to stay in the middle of our mat, equal weights pressing down through all 10 toes. Good, last 5. Each step back counts as 1. You have 3. Slow it down for 2. Be intentional with your movement. 1, good. Drop those weights or keep them underneath your hands. We're gonna meet in a downward facing dog position. So as my palms press down and forward, my heels are pressing down and back. And then on your inhale, you're gonna shift forward to your high plank. Exhale, bend your knees, hips to heels, belly to thighs. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, bend the knees. So you should feel length through the side bodies, a contraction through the front body as you bring your knees closer towards your chest. Now, challengers, I want you to add Shakti kicks into this. So as you bend your knees, instead of coming back to high plank or downward facing dog, you're gonna take your heels towards your glutes and take a hop, right? Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, make your way onto your backs. Keep the weight in your right hand. The left knee's gonna be bent, right leg's gonna go long, we're gonna add a little crunch. So the right leg's gonna come parallel to the ground, and then you're gonna add that crunch, tapping your weight towards your toes. And then right toes tap, right arm lowers. Good, you're coming up, adding that crunch, and then slowly lowering down. So right now we're working the whole core right here. Not only your rectus abdominals, the muscles that you see when someone has a six-pack, but also your transverse abdominals. So that right oblique is working hard to allow you to tap your toes with or without that weight. Good, last 6. 5. 4. 3, keep pressing down with the left hand and that right heel. 2. And 1, make it good. Meet me at the top. We're coming into a boat pose position. Hands can come to heart center, 2 weights or 1. On your exhale, you're gonna twist towards the right, adding in that right oblique. And then as you come back through center, reach the weights towards your toes. So exhale, you twist. Inhale, you reach. This is 8, 7, 6. You can already hear that my breath is extremely labored. I don't know about you.
Oh my God. Keep looking at the camera, letting them know like this is not my shit.
With struggle comes strength. I say it all the time. Last 3, 2, and 1. Okay, last move, I promise. I'm gonna put my weights off to the side for this. You're gonna start standing. Actually, that's a lie. You're gonna start on the ground. I get 1 lie in all of my classes, and this is it. So, it's a roll back, jump. I'll show you what it looks like. You're gonna take your heels, plant them into the ground. Maybe you grab a hold of the knees. 1 roll back, 1 hop. Okay, now we can add on and take off. Maybe just the right foot plants, and then you roll back down. So you can either make this a bilateral move or a unilateral move. Level 1, you're gonna plant both feet on the ground. Level 2, just the right foot, and then you stand back up. We're only doing 10 of these. You're already 4 in. That means you've got 6 left. Check the math on that. Let's go. Halfway. Here's 5. 4. Last 3. Final 2. And 1. Whew. All right, left side. Let's get into it. Starting with that high plank. You've got a 15-second cool down, so kind of just take a sip of water, towel off, whatever you need, and we're gonna get into it. 10 seconds. Starting in that high plank, grab those weights if you want them. Meet me there. In 5, 4, high plank, 3, 2, and 1. Starting in that high plank position, strong right here. You're gonna extend that left heel up towards the sky. Step it through. Hinge at the hips, hands to heart center. Replace right back down. Press that heel up towards the sky. Step it through. 1 fluid movement. Don't overthink it. It should be nice and smooth. You're grounded down through the right toes and those palms as you come into that high plank position. You're at 4. Here's 6. We're only doing 12, so you're halfway. 7. 8. 4 more. 9. 10. 2 more. Keep that core engaged. No backs are lifting. No bellies are dropping. Good, tabletop position, coming up. Hands and knees. Okay, left arm rose, right leg, left hand rose, right leg extends. Start with that right toe to the back of the mat, left elbow in towards your rib cage, extend the toes off the ground, and then lower right back down. Here's 2. Really squeeze that elbow in towards that rib cage, lock it in. Feel that lat contract. Here's 5. At the same time, that right glute is engaging as you extend that right leg up to the sky. 7, 8, 9, 10, really enjoy it. Next move is gonna be tough, 11. Coming into that side plank, here's 12. Good, right forearm comes down, right hip comes down, left leg extends, left arm extends. Press down through the right palm, lift the glutes. Extend that left leg if you want, and then thread that left arm underneath the right armpit. Inhale, extend up to the sky. Exhale, tap it in. Good. You can add on, take off any variation, right? These weights are just an added challenge to this workout. You can do this whole entire routine body weight. Good. We're more than halfway. See if you can hold and tap that elbow to your knee for 1 breath before you extend back out. Here's 4. 3. Keep that right hip lifted if you can. 2. 1 more. And 1. Good, come back down. We're gonna go into that step back lunge. This time, the left foot's gonna do the moving, the right foot stays grounded. In 3, step it back, 2, and 1. Left foot steps back, maybe you tap the knee, press up through the right foot, step forward. Good. Really engage your glute maximus here, right? Glute medius is working. Hamstrings are working. This is a full leg move right here. Keep that gaze somewhere out in front of you. If you notice runners, when they run, they're not looking at the floor. Because if they started looking at the floor, they'd end up there. So keep your gaze forward. Look where you want to go. For the last 3, 2, and 1. Good. Meet in that downward facing dog or high plank position. Take a breath in. Exhale, bend the knees, look between your fingertips, and then straighten out those legs. So you can either add on those Shakti kicks, or you can stay in that level 1, downward facing dog to high plank position. Good. 6 more. Heart rate is high now, super high. Use those endorphins to challenge yourself for the last 3, 2, and 1. Good, come back into your seat. Adding on that crunch. Left hand gets the weight. Left leg extends. Plant that right palm down. Let's add into that crunch. Bring that shin parallel to the mat. Crunch up, reach for the toes. Tap them right back down. Good. Here's 10. Use the exhale to come back up. Inhale, you lower down. 8, 7. Keep your low back sealed on the mat for 5. If you feel it lifting up, you're no longer engaging that core. Here's 3, 2. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders. 1. Come all the way up to boat pose. Bring your hands or weights to heart. Take a breath in. Exhale, you twist to the left. Inhale, you tap. Exhale, twist. Inhale, tap. So this left oblique deserves everything that that right oblique got. So you give it to yourself right here. Here, 7, 6, 5, reach. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay seated, drop the weights. Here comes your rollbacks. Grab a hold of your knees or shins. Sit up nice and tall. Roll back. Hop up. This is where if you're going one leg, left leg stays grounded, right leg lifts. Good, if you set your intention, if you tell your mind that you can do it, that you are stronger than you give yourself credit for, 9 times out of 10, you will succeed. Let's go. Last 5. Add in that jump at the top if you got it. For 4, your cool down is coming up. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Meet me down. Grab a hold of your knees. Take a breath in. Exhale, let it all go. Keep the right knee in. Extend the left leg long. Right arm to the side. Cross it over, adding in that supine twist. Whew. Gotta stay for the cool down. If you made it this far, give yourself the gift of rest, right? Showing up for your body, come back through center. Switching sides. Because there are so many people in this world that would do anything just to be able to move their body. And not just to move their body, but to move their body in a way that feels good and safe. Bring your knees back through center. Hug them in tight. Bring your nose towards your knees. 1 big breath in. And exhale, let it all go. Option to stay here for as long as feels good. Again, thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you all soon, and thank you, Nick, for having me. I really enjoyed it. Hope you did too.
Well, after getting my ass kicked and embarrassed, we're gonna have to run it back again. So Hannah will be a regular on the channel. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video.